Are you ready to explore the Magnolia State's most perilous cities? Buckle up for the top 5 most dangerous cities in Mississippi. Number 5. Greenville, Mississippi. Located in the Mississippi Delta, Greenville is a city that has seen better days. Once a bustling hub of trade, it now faces challenges that include poverty, crime, and a struggling economy. With a population of around 32,000 residents, this city has its share of problems. In 2021, the total crime rate in Greenville was 186% above the national average. Violent crimes are especially prevalent, with a rate that is 400% higher than the U.S. average. Property crimes also run rampant, with a rate that is 133% above the national average. The most common crimes here are burglary, larceny, and auto theft. As the saying goes, crime and poverty go hand in hand. The unemployment rate in Greenville is about twice the national average, and almost 1 in 5 residents live below the poverty line. This creates an environment where desperation can drive people to commit crimes to survive. But it's not all doom and gloom in Greenville. The city has a rich history and some beautiful antebellum homes. If you're considering a move to Mississippi, Greenville might not be the best choice, though. You could always visit to see if things have changed since the last time you were there. And if you do, be sure to lock your car doors and keep your valuables out of sight. Just saying, no. 4. Mount Baylor Springs, Mississippi. This city has a long history of racial tension and violence, which has contributed to its dangerous reputation. During the civil rights movement of the 1960s, Mount Baylor Springs was the site of several race riots and murders. The economic situation in town doesn't help either. With a population of 11,000 residents, Mount Baylor Springs has a total crime rate that is 139% above the national average. Violent crimes are particularly concerning, with a rate that is 328% higher than the U.S. average. To put that in perspective, someone is violently assaulted here every 4 hours. The poverty rate in Mount Baylor Springs is also alarming, sitting at 43%, more than double the national average. That means almost 1 in 2 residents live in poverty. This contributes to the high crime rates as people become desperate for money. However, the city has been working to improve its image and attract new businesses and residents. Mount Baylor Springs is home to the Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Experience, which celebrates the state's rich culture and history. Despite the progress that's been made, Mount Baylor Springs remains a dangerous place to live. Number 3. Clarksdale, Mississippi. Situated in the Mississippi Delta region, Clarksdale is known as the birthplace of the blues, but unfortunately, it's also known for its crime. With a population of 19,000 residents, the city has a total crime rate that is 132% above the national average. Violent crimes are particularly rampant, with a rate that is 316% higher than the U.S. average. To put that in perspective, someone is violently assaulted here every 2 hours. One of the reasons for the high crime rate is the city's poverty rate, which sits at 33%. This creates an environment where people may feel they have no other option but to turn to crime to survive. Despite the dangers, Clarksdale has a vibrant music scene and is home to several historic blues landmarks, including the famous Crossroads, where legend has it that Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil. If you're thinking about moving to Mississippi, you might want to steer clear of Clarksdale unless you're planning to start a band and make it big in the music industry. Just remember to watch your back. No. 2. Jackson, Mississippi. The capital city of Mississippi, Jackson is a large city with a population of around 150,000 residents. It has a total crime rate that is 186% above the national average. Violent crimes are particularly concerning, with a rate that is 400% higher than the U.S. average. One of the main contributors to Jackson's high crime rate is the city's poverty rate, which sits at 26%. This creates an environment where people may feel they have no other option but to turn to crime to survive. Jackson is also home to several historic sites, including the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum and the Museum of Mississippi History. But these cultural attractions are overshadowed by the city's crime and poverty. If you do decide to visit Jackson, Be sure to take precautions to protect yourself from becoming a victim of crime. Number 1, Fayette, Mississippi. Located in the central part of Mississippi, Fayette is a small town with a population of just under 7,000 residents. It may come as a shock that this seemingly quiet town is the most dangerous city in Mississippi. With a total crime rate that is 278% above the national average, Fayette is a very dangerous place to live. Violent crimes are particularly concerning, with a rate that is 600% higher than the U.S. average. That means violent crimes happen here every hour of every day. The most common crimes in Fayette are burglary, larceny, and motor vehicle theft. The high crime rate in Fayette is due to a number of factors, including poverty and a lack of opportunity. Almost 1 in 3 residents live below the poverty line, which creates an environment where desperation can drive people to crime. If you ever find yourself in Fayette, be sure to stay vigilant and keep an eye on your belongings. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If we didn't scare you away, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video.